Sup, guys? This is Baseball for FPC again. Um, this is the second part of the Zombie Rich uh, custom Nazi zombie map. If you just came from the second one, then you basically know what's going on, just picked up. But for those of you who are just watching this one, I'm playing Zombie Rich by JV. It was voted the #1 custom Nazi zombie map of 2010 on zombiemodding.com. Uh, It's a prototype map, so it has uh, the ZZT, the Zombie Chicken Taco mod, which gives modern weapons and more perks. JV has, um, I'm not sure if this is the ZZT Modern Weapons 2 mod or not, because it has a mix of modern weapons and World War II weapons in the box. But it doesn't really matter, it's still the Zombie Chicken Taco mod. But he did an interesting thing by eliminating the perk drops by the zombies, and he just made you buy all the perks. He created a whole bunch of custom perk machines, and he made you buy all the perks that you normally get from dropping. So that was interesting. I just bought the quick revive perk, which if you weren't watching my first video, the first part, or if you just weren't paying attention, on solo the quick revive perk is actually a second chance perk. So if you take enough damage that you would normally die, it just removes all your perks, but you get to stay standing. And so that really helps if you're playing solo, because then you don't automatically die. But the whole point of the map is to activate a series of levers throughout the map, and it just keeps on funneling you to a different part of the map, and you just keep progressing like that. So I've gotten pretty far so far. I've basically passed, I actually have passed all the hard parts. Everything up until now is pretty difficult if you haven't done it before, but starting in this long corridor, it's extremely easy. As you can see, there is just a ton of room to run. You can easily snipe the guys as they're walking. And from here on out, if you can make it this far, you're home free. This part is kind of interesting. Makes you swim through the water and come out on the other side to open up the lever to that grate that is right there. This part, no zombies can attack you. As soon as you enter the water, no zombies can attack you. So, safety in the water, I guess. You can't get attacked past this water either. You'll come up out of this water, you'll hit another lever to open this grate down here, and you crawl for a couple minutes. I'm actually gonna speed this up a bit because this is kind of boring. Don't know what happened there, just a slight malfunction, but I increased the speed of the video a bit just so you don't have to sit here and watch me crawl the whole time, because it's kind of boring. And then basically I'll speed up the rest of the video all the way to the end, because this is the downfall of the map. This last part is so extremely boring and repetitive that it's just insane. This long hallway just basically lets you rack up the 50,000 points that you need to win. And so it's just sitting here for like literally about 10 minutes just racking up points with no effort at all. If you have the Dragunov, I believe you can buy it down at the end. You just completely waste the zombies. And so, I mean, the corridor is so long that you can just continuously back up and just never reach the end before you've killed all the zombies. And so it just makes for an extremely boring time. and that's why I'm speeding up the vid, because I don't want you guys to get bored out of your minds. It's still an extremely long time to watch me basically do nothing, because the zombies don't spawn down here. What they do is they spawn in the previous sections, and then they have to run all the way down here. And they come out through this flag, which you can't go through, but they can. And so, basically, you're just sitting here for a long time, and then you've got maybe a minute of fighting. So, it gets really boring, I'll be honest. And that, other than this part, this map is great because of the fast-paced action, but this part is the biggest downfall of this map. If he had just reworked this section, it would be great. He would have gotten my vote for 2010 best map of the year. I actually helped him with this map. He was just starting out, and so I helped him test it. I helped him summon Radiant and stuff, so I feel that I can comment on this because of my helping him and whatnot. And there are several breaks in this video towards the end. Sorry about that. It's also going to start to lag for a couple seconds at a time, and that's because I was actually almost out of hard drive space. When I started this video, I had 40 gigs on my hard drive. When I finished this video, I had 1 gig. And so as it started approaching the end of my hard drive, it just really started to lag like crazy. And I didn't realize that it would do that. So I keep on stopping the recording and then starting it up again. So there's some jumps and there's some breaks. Sorry about that. But I was trying to see what was going on. I realized afterwards when I checked my hard drive and found that I had 1 gig left, I realized that that was what was causing the lag. So I'll try to remember to free up some hard drive space and make it so that it's not lagging again. As you can see, I'm just hanging out here doing nothing, and it's fun stuff. Basically, you just need to rack up 50k in order to get the in trigger, and it's extremely easy to do. You run out of ammo, you've got the box here. With the laser Colt, you obviously don't run out of ammo, so it's just a zombie ownage time that gets kind of boring. But I actually thought I'd never actually beaten this map before. Every time I played it with other people, we got bored really in this section, and never ended up racking up the 50,000, because with more than one player, you're competing for points, and so it takes double the time to get for one person to get up to 50,000. And when you stay down here, not as many zombies spawn as when you were outside, so you can't get as many points. I didn't realize this, but it's better if you open up the outside to let the zombies in. If you go all the way down to the end of this hallway, then there's a door and you'll pull the lever and then you can go up some stairs and it takes you back to the start area, and I'll be showing that in a couple minutes. But if you open that area, it lets in a ton more zombies, and so you can just hold them the opposite way that I'm doing right now, and you can rack up the points a lot faster. And this is just me being extremely bored with the laser Colt. As I said before, I just speeded this section up so that it's not as boring as it could be. This gameplay was kind of interesting only because I had so many interruptions in which I had to stop the recording. Like, I had to go pick up my brother in the middle of this game, so I had to pause it for like 20 minutes, go pick up my brother, and then come back and start the recording again. So it was fun stuff. This corridor is just so insanely long that it's just crazy. But I go out here, and I actually think that to win it's only 30,000, and I actually didn't know where the winning trigger was. So I stumble around for a couple minutes just looking for it, and then I finally asked one of my friends where it was, and so here's one. Right there was one of the lag sections where started running low on hard drive space, and I'm basically just running around looking at the walls trying to find out where this ending trigger was, and I was thinking that it was over here, but there's only a P90 in there, and you can get that when at the beginning of the game. So yeah, I realized how long I run around here, and it's fun stuff. But as you can see, there are a ton more zombies that come out if you open this area, and you can just run back inside and hold them the opposite way. And here's another section of the lag. Got pretty bad. I was kind of freaking out here because I'm like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? It's not supposed to get lag. And had to stop the video there for a second and then start it again. So I go out here again, look for the trigger. Hopefully I realize where it is soon enough. Wow, I basically lost for an extremely long time. But yeah, that's wow, that was insane lag right there. And here we go. Here is the ending trigger. I realize now that it's for, or in the gameplay, I realized that it was for 50k instead of 30k. So I'm like, oh wow. So I have to go back and survive a couple more rounds. And should be nearing the end of the video. About 2 minutes left. So this part, just racking up the points, I realize now if I were to play this again, to open up the outside early, and then you can, it's more fast-paced as you can see, and there's a lot more zombies. Fast-paced is all relative because you're basically just walking backwards the whole time, and not a whole lot of difficulty in this, even if you're not a really skilled Nazi zombie player. Just and right there I lost second chance, and so no, I didn't lose second chance. I had to use second chance. I was really happy about that actually because I didn't want to have to start this over again. But second chance, taking away your perks, but since I have the laser colt, I didn't really need ammo regen, and I didn't really need sleight of hand. So yeah, this last part I got some insane, even more insane lag than as usual because I had about 1.5 gigs left, so I had to cut the video right there. And I was trying to squeeze the most amount of points that I could out of the last zombie so that I wouldn't have to start another round. And I just make it past the 50,000 mark. And I win. So thanks for watching the gameplay, guys. Sorry about the lag at the end there. Try to remember to not use up all my hard drive space. But yeah, if you have a suggestion for a custom Nazi zombie map that you want me to review, feel free to get in contact with me. Alright guys, thanks for watching.